2 months left before 16 teams leave for Jakarta to represent their region at the Mobile Legends World Championships. In October, we know only a little information still. M4 seems to be turning into a big disappointment. While you might be excited about the fact World Series is finally going to be held in Indonesia, and Myanmar is making its comeback, there are issues plaguing my hype train. Today, I will review everything we know about M4 and give you my honest feelings. Right, let's go! Let us begin with the positives. Mobile Legends in Indonesia is massive. By far the most prominent player base worldwide, and the most enormous fan base of MLBB esports. MPL Indonesia is a well-established competition raking millions of concurrent viewers. So far, the M World Series has been held once in Malaysia and twice in Singapore. This was a no-brainer decision to make. Jakarta is the largest city in Indonesia with over 10 million people. I support the decision. A similar category shall feature in my negatives later on. Indochina is back as well as Myanmar. Myanmar's Burmese Ghouls finished second in M2, coming only one game short of Bren Esports. A few months after the M2 conclusion, there was a military coup in the country, and a lot of bad stuff happened and is still happening to this day. MPL Myanmar got cancelled because of it. No M3 spots were given to the region. MSC 2022 sort of spoiled the awaited return of this dark horse, with Falcon Esports coming from Myanmar and finishing 4th. This is great news. $800,000 is not enough. M3 proved to Monton that the M2 viewership spike wasn't a fluke. RRQ vs Onyx PH set a new record for the concurrent watchers. Almost 3.2 million people were tuned in simultaneously. Also, the owner of TikTok, ByteDance, bought Monton in 2021. ByteDance is a large company, estimated to be worth more than $200 billion. Don't you tell me Byte cannot at least double the M4 prize pool. Allow me to digress and also say that most of the smaller MPLs have insufficient prize pools as well. That's on another video perhaps. What I'm trying to convey to you is that these players who dedicate themselves to this game put their future and well-being into Monton's hands, a risky gamble. If you though live in Southeastern Asia, it's almost certain a player aiming to win the M4 is going to struggle to uphold his first life standards. Even C, the biggest place in the MLBB community and for content creation, is still hard to make it through. Only a small number of players make a name for themselves in contrast to the massive player base there. However, if you live in Europe or North America, where there even aren't any pro leagues or big money tournaments, it becomes a serious issue handling all your life necessities. Sure, content creation might bring in some bucks. What if you aren't an entertaining content creator with all these funny edits? Sure, some people will eventually appreciate your skill, and maybe you manage to defeat a big content creator in-game to get yourself some viewership boon. Will the money start flowing in soon enough, or will you lose your rooftop? If content creation doesn't rake enough money, then why should you keep grinding the game? Is the effort worth a single check in an entire year? A check ranging from $2,000 to $60,000, coaches, taxes and staff not included. This is a dangerous roulette, you know? Ever since 2021, world economies are facing ever-growing inflation. The cost of living is skyrocketing, and Monton hadn't increased any MPL prize pool as of October 2022. Is your goal creating the biggest, the greatest esports scene this planet had ever seen, or is it just about screwing your athletes over for maximum profit? Corporate? Make the M4 prize pool higher than $1 million. That is my demand from a random stranger on the internet. That's not funny, Monton. Where is Europe? If you think North American treatment is unfair, then Europe treatment equals a non-stop hardcore session of getting screwed right up the butt. Don't try to tell me my region is weak, because it isn't. Allow me to be a bit bold, probably silly. Give Europe its first MPL season in spring 2023. By Europe I mean countries from Portugal to Finland, from Finland all the way down to Greece, basically 25 or so countries mostly playing under the EU banner. Give us a prize pool of €300,000 and the EU shall produce a grand finalist or a traditional top 4 to top 6 contenders by the end of 2025. Oh, who am I kidding? Can I really be so naive as to believe a miser company that unironically keeps a prize pool of pathetic $30,000 in MPL Brazil, Cambodia and Latin American League would ever invest several millions of euros to set up and run MPL Europe? Imagine you get a $50 check for 2 months of playing professionally. Mobile Legends. No wonder people prefer flipping cheeseburgers at McDonald's. A piss-stinking flat is still a better home compared to a dumpster. I digress. The fact Europe still doesn't have a spot at the M World Championship is an utter disgrace. Fix this, now. Japan misses out on another M World Championship. Tense gaming featured in M1 and M2. I dare say the guys performed admirably. M2 was simply bad luck that 75% of their matches were against Bren Esports and Alter Ego. RSGSG fell to the Japanese, in my opinion. This region could regularly clash for the top 8 as an exciting underdog. Bring Nippon back, Munton. Maybe make a collaboration with an anime series like One Piece or Attack on Titan. 2 or 3 skins from Attack on Titan should raise the Japanese and Western player base considerably. Europe and USA mainstream is growing warmer to anime recently. Maybe it's because Marvel and DC kinda suck these days, especially comics, I heard. I shall allow myself to digress for the last time. I guess you as a viewer might not care about anything I stated above. You want to watch your favorite team, or favorite YouTuber, or just root for your own nation and don't really care about how well they're doing wealth-wise. You probably don't care about how much money a player from Vietnam or Peru makes, or about the fact these talented players are quite underpaid in many regions, at least in the terms of tournament prize pools. If Munton is serious about expanding the Mobile Legends brand into other regions mainstream, they have to start caring about the welfare of their athletes. The fact that a reward for 2 months of hard grind and 2 months of dedication for the MPL team amounts to pathetic $250 is dreadful. I guess, or hope to be precise, that pro players are getting some sort of salary in the background from various organizations. Otherwise, I'm seriously speechless and shocked. Sure, countries have various life and income standards, although you can't tell me that $50 for 2 months are good enough for a country with a yearly median household income of $17,000 US. With conditions like these, some players have to take part-time jobs to bolster their bank accounts. A part-time job means you can't fully dedicate yourself to the game. The best of the best participate in M4. Do you think you can make it to the big money top 4 when you do part-time in Amazon? Talented players won't keep taking this disrespect forever. Many will leave the game or attempt to move to the C region searching for better pay. Mobile Legends is a 6-year-old game. You have to open your wallet now or never. Keep this pace up and you shall meet the fate of other forgotten mobile MOBA games. At last, I'll say this. Yes, the masses might applaud when they watch their beloved RRQ at the M4 playoffs or grand finals. However, your pros will despise you, and they'll gladly switch games when an opportunity for better money occurs. Maybe Dota 2 Mobile, who knows? While M4 rules and details are not known as of yet, I'm fairly confident this rule won't feature at M4. Regardless, this is my last negative in the video. I feel I will be in minority here. I want M4 and all World Championships onwards to have a global ban rule. A global ban is a rule which forbids a team from using heroes more than once per series. You pick a Kai in Game 1. You cannot use him in Games 2, 3, and so on. Mobile Legends has 117 heroes, pretty much enough for Montan to finally implement this rule. You wanna promote your MOBA title to a wide audience during M4. Many people outside the MLBB community might tune in to watch the grand finals or their regional representative. It is essential to showcase the diverse hero pool your game has. Seeing the same 20 or so heroes getting picked and banned over and over again is not exactly thrilling for potential new players. Grand finals and all is nice, alright, it can be even better though. Implementing a global ban rule would give crucial data to the developers about necessary adjustments needed for some less used heroes like Leomord, Aurora, Carmilla, Hanzo, Kimi, or Tigreal for example. Game devs and designers would be forced to properly balance all the heroes MLBB has to offer. Pro players are often the best feedback regarding broken heroes. At the moment, there is a considerable number of champions who are completely unusable in Season 25. Sure, I saw videos worried the global ban could ruin MLBB. Well, I disagree. This rule is something the MLBB pro scene needs in at least playoffs. The M World Series champion should be the team that mastered Mobile Legends and is able to win regardless of the status of their picks in the current meta. The winner of M4, M5 and so on should be the master of Mobile Legends bang bang, not the master of meta. To summarize the positives of the global ban, first is the diversification of the tournament series. In best of 5 you will often now see unique lineups. This rule will force teams to go out of the comfort zone of the meta and whip out some exciting underdog picks. Second is the audience experience. While M4 might be a bit clumsy, I believe the teams will quickly pick up the challenge and M5 would turn out to be a banger. Learning a new hero is definitely easier in Mobile Legends compared to League of Legends. Pro players even play non-meta heroes on their streams sometimes to relax after exhausting scrims. If you are a solo player, then you might have noticed people don't exactly follow the meta in ranked and prefer to anger their teammates instead. Seeing all these different lineups could inspire some drafting ideas for the better player scale of MLBB. Third is the game balancing. I shall repeat myself. Montan developers are going to be forced to constantly keep an eye on all the heroes MLBB has. The global ban provides valuable data from pro players. Devs can see on full display who needs a buff and who needs adjusting or nerf. Alright, that's everything for this video. What do you think Montan has to do to make M4 and future M World Championships better? Do you think $800,000 is not enough for a prize pool? Share your thoughts in the comments. Have a good day.